Hey everybody, it's Quinn here. Today we're going to be taking a look at my onboard from the heat race of the CalSpeed Karting Sprint Series 2020 finale. We're going to take a look at our fellow drivers on track. We actually are starting with some really fast guys today. We've got Matt Steele on the left, who is third in the championship, I think, at this point. We got a green flag, and we push off hard with that left foot, so does Matt. And we're going to try to pull in behind him and take a position into turn one here. We get it. We hold him on the outside. We got to keep him on the outside into Contino. It's pretty hard to make it around, but we focus a little bit too much for an outside, and Albert Ye comes up through our inside through Contino. So we got one up, and then we lost one again. We started 10th, and we're still 10th here coming into the hairpin. But we are going to come side by side here with these two guys, make it up into 8th, stick our nose into 8th for 1 second, and then we're going to slowly slot back into 10th. We're racing on Tecnico today, so this is actually a layout that we haven't seen on the channel before, and it's the most technical layout at CalSpeed. You'll see that there's a pretty gnarly hairpin that kind of sets this apart from some of the other tracks that we race on. But now we are in line. We're just going to try to behave well and stay with this lead pack. It's really important for me today to finish 10th because this is a heat race, and at CalSpeed, your heat finish determines where you're going to be starting in your main race. And if you finish top 10 in your heat, you get to be in the A main, which is the highest main. And that's my goal. I've been in the A main a few times this season, but I haven't been in a couple of races, and I'm really trying to get back in the A main. So now we're pushing on the bumper of the 21 car here, and I think I've got a little bit of pace, and I want to get around him. You can see I'm running into the back of him a little bit. He's a little offline coming through Contino. I can tell that we're going to have a little bit more speed than he does on this straight, but it's looking like we're not going to be able to get all the way around him, and we're going to have to go deep on the brakes. And we brake late. He turns into us a little bit. I don't think he thought I was there. He was looking to the right before we went into the braking zone. But we get up into 9th position, and now I am safe in the A main. If you finish in 10th, there's a chance that you start at the front of the B, but in 9th, you're for sure in the A. He sneaks back. David Ramirez looks up to try to get back through, but we hold on to it through the Tecnico complex as we head up to turn 4. I didn't realize he was so close, but he goes for a lunge here and puts his cart right on the apex. I run it out a little wide. It was admittedly a little bit sketchy to do that, but he's pushing me through bypass as well. And it looks like I just have a better line through bypass than he does today, and we're driving away from him onto the straight. Now into lap 3, and I've got my sights set on the group up ahead. I'm in 9th, which means I'm still in the top 10, and I'm trying to get as far away from 10th as I can. But as you can see, we're already on the back of this next group. We're really close, and it looks like we're already going to have pace to go for an overtake this lap. Now, overtakes can be pretty expensive at CalSpeed, but lucky for me, they're going to just take themselves right out of the equation and get out of the way for me, and we're going to drive right up into 7th. Now we're in 7th, and we're back behind Albert Ye, who got up ahead of us on that first lap there. And we're chasing him down, and we're running away from David Ramirez behind us. Hey, if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying the race so far, you should subscribe, leave a like. It really helps the channel out, and it means I can keep going out here and making CalSpeed videos. We're coming up on Albert Ye into turn 4, and he's going to track extend here. He's going to run out wide. We're supposed to keep 2 on the paint, but when he track extends, I track extend. And that said, I did do that a little bit last lap as well. But we're kind of getting on his bumper now, and it's seeming like we're going to be able to maybe get up close, but the 53 car behind us has got other plans for us this lap. In the meantime, I'll talk you through my fastest lap. We're going to turn in at the blue barrier with a lift, brake mid-corner through the S's, and then back on the throttle as early as you can. And you want to open Contino up and make sure you touch both apexes if you can. I missed that one a little bit there. And then get over this apex as well. You want to kind of stay in the middle of the track, get all the way over to the right for the Tecnico hairpin. Brake nice and early and focus on the exit. Get on the gas before the apex if you can. Come out a little bit and open up the entry into the sweeper. Go around wide a little bit through that second apex there through sweeper, and you can stay flat here. Try to get your cart as close as you can to the line on the outside. Keep it flat up the hill. Touch both curbs, one with the inside, one with the outside. And then we're going to try to get real close, just barely touch that curb through there. And then turn 4, we're going to brake at the barrier, and then on the throttle again before the apex if you can. 2 on the paint, and then we're going to come through bypass with a lift, and then back on the throttle when you get near that big round curb, and then modulate through until you can come flat out across the line into lap 5. Now, this is when our guest from behind us is going to start giving us some issues. So that whole lap, he was right on our tail, and he's still right behind us. I can feel him pushing on the cart at some point in the straights, and you can see him there through Contino, and he's looking for any way he can to get around me. So at this point, I'm trying to hold my race together. I know I'm in 7th, and I'm way up in the A main now, and I really don't want to do anything like spin and ruin my result. But here we go. The 53, driven by Rafael Paziglia, is coming up side by side through the Tecnico complex. He gets a better run out of the corner, and he pushes us wide into this curb, and he's going to end up paying for that in a second here. He pushes us just wide enough that he can sneak through. It's all right. I probably would have called it a racing incident, honestly, but now we just want to try to keep up on him. It does seem as if he might have a little bit of superior pace to us, especially coming through bypass and out onto the straight. You can see he's pulling away a little bit, but just like I mentioned, look at that. We got a 53 car and a 53 drive-through. So we have re-earned our 7th, or at least we will by the end of this lap. And we're safe for now, starting in the A main at the end of the heat. This was arguably the most important heat race of the whole season, because this is the last chance you get to get yourself into an A main finishing spot. The A main points, every position in the A main all the way to last pays higher points than even first place does in the B main. This is going to be my first full season. It's my rookie season at CalSpeed, so I was really hoping to get a good final points position, just so that I could say that I did. You guys will actually get to see next Wednesday. You'll get to see where I finished the season and what position I finished in. I mean, if you're smart enough to look up the results yourself, you could look right now, because the race is done. But after this race, we're going to be starting in the hopefully the A main and putting on a good result for the finale. So there we can see Rafael is taking his penalty, and we're actually going to skip lap 7 completely and move right on up to our last lap. We can see, we're finally just starting to see at the last lap this lead pack. And the lead pack on the last lap is always fighting, so they're dropping back usually to whoever is available to take it. And at this point, I'm trying to balance a conservative drive so that I can bank this 7th place. But I also, I'm thinking maybe I can get something better, because if I can get a little bit higher up, I can start higher in the A main, and overtaking in the A is really hard because everybody who makes the A is really fast. So it's much better to qualify higher if you can. But you guys will see how the A main turned out when I put the video up on Wednesday. It'll actually be the first A main that I will have gotten a chance to film and make a video about. If you have made it all the way to the end of the race here, at the end of lap 8, please make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. We are going to bring home this 7th place, and it is going to mean one of our best ever career starts in the A main for the finale event. So we're really looking forward to it. I've got a stream at 5:30 p.m. today. Come say hi, and I'll see you next week at the CalSpeed Sprint Series finale.